along with Dick Crippen and Lee Shana, back here on Lake Mead, where the wind is starting to kick up. Spectators are in place. Dick Crippen has a very special guest down in the pits. Let's go to him now.
One of the exciting stories to be told here in Las Vegas is, of course, the Miss Budweiser. Bernie, this is the third consecutive championship if you get it out here. 10th. Wow, those numbers are going up there.
Yeah, they really are, Dick. And if you'll notice on the Miss Budweiser, we have plenty of room for more, really. We are setting in a very good position. We're 852 points out in front for the World Championship. We ran the fastest lap on this race course yesterday, but there was a buoy out of place, and so we didn't get the credit for it. But I think we ran 145 something. We're running very well, and as you can see here, we've got about 4 or 5 engines ready to go.
It's a big day, this final day of racing 1988, and the wind, Dick, is starting to kick up.
It certainly is, and it's going to be a factor to watch out for on the course. And let's take a look at our starting lineup for Heat 1A. Miss Budweiser, Tom Deeth, the boat we've been talking about. George Woods Jr. in the Oh Boy Alberto, winner in San Diego. The Miss Maxim, driven by rookie driver Steve David. And the Miller High Life boat, U31, Chip Hanauer. Mid-Mark Distributors will also be in there. The U77, Jack Barry is the driver.
And Jack Barry could not get the Mid-Mark Distributing started, so we're coming down toward the starting line with 4 boats, Dick.
Miss Maxim looks like she is on the inside. Stephen David, that's the dark boat on the right side of your screen. Watch very closely now. The Miller High Life trying to close it in. Budweiser on the far outside, closest to you. And it looks like it is going to be Miss Maxim taking the start as they get the green flag down, and off they go.
And the Miller High Life from slot number 3 dives down the corner number 1 for the first time, hangs it on the hook in the Budweiser with Tommy Deeth right on his hip as they come around the apex of corners number 1 and 2.
Chip Hanauer has had a rough season. He would like nothing better than to take the Miller High Life and put it right up there in the lead, hold on to it, and get himself a win to climax the season. There you see the Miller High Life boat, Chip Hanauer driving that, and right behind him, off his right hip, the Miss Budweiser, Tommy Deeth, and you can bet he wants to gun him down.
There's no doubt about it. Now remember, it's Mr. Pringles and Miss Budweiser fighting for the World Championships. They did not join each other here in Heat 1A. This is a 3-lap format, the kind of a sprint to make the finals as we complete lap number 1 at 119.106 for the Miller High Life leading the pack.
And that would put their straightaway speeds at better than 175 miles an hour. Remember, again, these are not bank turns. Those big turbine engines produce tremendous torque. Once they get up on that back end of the engine, they really are flying the boat literally across the top of the water. Look at how that boat tiptoes back and forth on the sponsons, and that's what you have to watch out for. There's one of the piston packers. That's the Oh Boy Alberto, now running in 3rd place, and that's a boat they're going to have to watch out for because it's the boat that won in San Diego, California, coming into this race.
Both races he's won have been saltwater races. The turbines having problem with the salt. Today here on Lake Mead, freshwater, look out.
And some altitude to be involved here also. And here comes the checkered flag for the Miller High Life. Chip Hanauer starting out the way he would like, in 1st place. Here's the Budweiser coming home in 2nd place, just barely off the mark. So I can say safely that these 2 boats will do battle again this afternoon. And when they do, there's not going to be any fooling around at all. But a 1st place for Chip Hanauer in the Miller. 2nd place, the Budweiser. Here's 3rd place. Oh boy, Alberto, George Woods Jr., and he's got to be happy with that one.
117.8, the average speed, winning speed for Miller High Life. 110.5 in Miss Budweiser for 2nd place. Oh boy, Alberto, a little less than 93-mile-an-hour average. And Miss Maxim will not finish with Steve David driving. So you can see the speeds are low, the water is rough.
That's right. They have to be constantly aware of how that wind is going to affect these flying airplane wings, which these boats literally are. Here you see the Miss Budweiser coming back in. There's your final results. Miller High Life with 400 points. Budweiser 2nd. Oh boy, Alberto. Miss Maxim, Mid-Mark Distributors. Let's go to the pits.
Heat 1A winner Miller High Life and Chip Hanauer. That water looked a little rough, but you were making a pretty good time.
Well, not bad. The Miller High Life isn't handling exactly what we would like, and we're going to have to keep making changes throughout the day, and hopefully by the final heat we'll get a boat that's a little more raceable.
A lot of people realize that a good driver is hard to come by, but so is a good crew.
Oh, good crew is everything, you know. These boats are only a reflection of the people that work on them, and the performance you see is a direct result of that.
And quite a performance there by the Miller High Life. Well, there's quite a community story developing down in the pits. Let's join Jim Hendricks once again. Jim?
Talk about community involvement. This boat also represents Madison, Indiana. Ed Cooper Sr., the owner. Ed, you've got a new name today.
Yeah, the new name we have today is Miss Madison Holstead, U6.
Now, because that boat is community owned, you're really part owner of that one, living in the community, aren't you?
Yes, not only part owner, but my son and I worked on the Miss Madison for a good many years before we come up with our own boat. We got a lot of experience from the Miss Madison. That's why we're doing as well as we're doing today.
Nice touch, Ed. Thank you.
Okay, you're more than welcome.
We'll be back with Heat 1B from Las Vegas, Nevada in just a moment.